So let's get started with this video using hyperlinks in Microsoft PowerPoint. And of course, I have a presentation already done, and so I'm going to use this presentation for showing you how to use hyperlinks in Microsoft PowerPoint. Alright, so the idea of hyperlinks is very similar to the use of hyperlinks on a website or web page, where it will take you from one page to another page. So in using hyperlinks in Microsoft PowerPoint, you can actually use it so you can navigate from one page to another seamlessly, just like on a web page. So what we're going to do here, we're going to create a little content page for all the slides that we have inside our presentation here. And I have basically 4 slides, except the title slide here, apart from the title slide. So we have this slide that has some slide presentation elements. We have another slide containing working with graphics, and one other slide that talks about the credits. So we're gonna go to, I just inserted this content page here because I want to navigate from one slide to another slide. And so we have 3 slides apart from the title slide, and so what we can do is to simply navigate to each of these slides in our document. In order to do that, we're going to right click. I'm going to highlight the first element that I want to navigate, which is first text, which is slide elements. I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to go to the option for link, and then it will take me to this window that says insert hyperlink. Now you can choose to link to different places, for example web page, or place in this document, create a new document, email, etc. We're going to use the option for place in this document. So we're going to click on place in this document, and so you now notice that you have different options. For example, first slide, last slide, next slide, previous slide. We have the different slide titles, so we can choose based on the titles of the slides that we have created. Since we wanted to navigate to the slide elements slide, I'm going to select slide number 3 that has the title slide presentation elements, and just move this to the side a little bit, move this up a bit. There we go. So we can see a little bit better there. So we click on OK. Once we have done that, you now notice that the content or the text will change, indicating that this is now a hyperlink text, and it will definitely take you to the particular slide that it's linked to by just clicking control click, and that will take you there. So we're going to do it for all the 3 content elements that we have here, and then we'll actually preview this when we run our slides. So let me do this for the second element here. So I'm going to right click once again on the text, go to link, and then I'm going to go to insert link. Alright, if you're using the 26 or 360 version, it should be 365, it should be very similar. So we have working with graphics here. I'm going to click on that, slide number 4, and click on OK. And of course the credits page, you want to navigate to that as well. So I'm going to highlight, right click, and go to link and insert link, and place in this document once again, slide number 5, credits. There's a preview, and we click on OK. Alright, so once we have done that, it means everything is now set up for us to do our navigation. We can just go ahead and save this, click on the save button, or Control S, the shortcut key, or file save. Now I'm going to press F5 on my keyboard here to run the slides show, so we can kind of see how that works. Everything is controlled on mouse click, so I'm just going to use the mouse click here. to navigate. There we go. And here's our content slide. So all I need to do here, if I just need to go to the credits page, I don't need to go sequential order to go through all of those slides. I just want to go to the end. I can just simply click on my credits option here. Of course, everything is done by mouse click, so this will lead me to the credits page, and there we have our credits. All right. So if we actually wanted to just go to the last page, we could have just simply clicked on credits, which we just did, and it will take us there. Now the challenge is, how do we get back to the home page if we are the last page, which is the credits page? Now we can do something for that. Of course, let me run this again to show you can navigate to any other page or slide on in your slideshow. So let me do that again, just to show you that. So if we wanted to go to the second option here, working with graphics, we could have clicked on that, and then it will take us to that slide. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just press escape here, and what I'm going to show you is I'm going to go to the credits page and then credits slide, and I'm going to go to the insert menu. And what we're going to do here, we're going to look at some preset, pre-formatted hyperlinks that we can actually use to do different kinds of navigation. Okay, so we go to insert menu, and then we go to the option for shapes in the illustrations grouping, and once we click on the arrow that drops down, we can expand the gallery of options. We can scroll all the way to the end of this list or gallery. All right, there we go. And so you'll see the options for action buttons. Now we're going to click on the option for home. If we just hover over that icon, it will tell you action button, go home. And there are other action buttons here actually, like action button go end, action button go beginning, there's action button go forward or next, and action button go back or previous. There's a number of different action buttons there. So let's click on the one that says go home, and we'll place this on to the right of my slide here containing credits. And there we are. It's asking, where do we want to hyperlink to? So it's asking us that question. I want to go back to the first slide, that is home. So you can actually change that if you want to, but we're going to leave it on the first slide for now. Okay, so we can click on OK here, and that will take us back to the first slide. Now what if we just want to go to the next slide, the slide before? Then we'll actually go back here. I'm going to go back to insert, click off on my slide there, and I'm going to go back to insert. I'm going to go back to shapes, and I'm going to insert another or some other action buttons that can get us to different places. So we could have the one for next and previous on each slide. So all right, so here we go. So I'm going to use this option for, I'm going to use the option for go back or go previous. I'm going to put that on the last slide here. Okay, so what that will do is to go to the previous slide, whatever the previous slide is. Okay, so here we have, it says hyperlink to previous slide. Okay, so I think we are good to go. I'm going to click on the save button here. You could also Control S shortcut or go to File, Save. Let's press F5 on the keyboard to run this, or you can always go to slideshow and start from beginning or current slide. In this case, we probably want to start from a current slide so we can illustrate what we have here. Alright, so if we start from a current slide, we have the two options here, one to go home, the other one to go to the previous slide. So let's click on the one to go home and see where we are. There we are, we're at the beginning. Okay, and if I want to go back to the credits slide, I click on credits, and here we are again. If I click on the previous button, right? It will take us to the previous slide, which is the slide that contains the working with graphics that we just had here. All right, so I want you guys to practice these. We can always, if you want to, we can always add some labels here so we can see, but home basically speaks for itself, so we know that it's going to the beginning, and the arrow here indicates that we go back. If you want to, you can also change. There's some options for the shape format. So if you want to change the different colors and outline and all that kind of thing, you can do that there. All right. So please feel free to edit. For those of you who don't like this home color, you can change it to any color of your choice. All right. If you don't want to have a color there, you don't have to put a color. There we go. All right. You can do anything you want to do here. All right. So you can change the color and change the outline, change the weight, make it a little bit more solid, etc. So feel free to format and to edit. But this is essentially how hyperlinks actually work, and you can have fun with hyperlinks. In some other videos I'll share with you how to create games using hyperlinks, so you can look out for that as well. But please do share this video if it helped you, and also you can feel free to leave a comment as well as to subscribe for more. Thank you so very much for watching.